What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading, just sitting back down at the desk to actually get a daily recap out of the way. Took a few trades in the 25K PA account today, took a few trades in the 250K PA account, and I just want to look at a couple of the trades that we took in the 25K account. So that is what we're going to be focused on today. I'm gonna go ahead, I am going to bring up our summary for the 25K account, and we gonna rock and roll. So let's go ahead. Let us bring that up over on my left hand screen. I kept this pulled up for a minute. Look at how much Thinkorswim is using on my memory, y'all. And it's not even open. It's crazy. It's just loaded. So guess what? We're about to end that task. Go ahead and get rid of that. We see OBS is another hog, and then NinjaTrader. Not too bad. But let's go ahead. Let's look over here at the summary. We're going to be looking at trades from 7/7, which was Sunday, as well as 7/8. We'll probably just review the trades for 7/8. But total net profit today, $117.10. That was on $150 gross. We lost $33. We paid $20 in commissions. Trading at 75%, not bad. We had 15 winners, 5 losers. Average winning trade was $10. The average losing trade was 6, so at about a 1.5 ratio. Not bad. Largest winner, 25. Largest loser, 15. Again, not bad. Let's go ahead. Let's take a peek at the trades real quick. See how it was done. 25K account. You almost have to trade this like it's a small account. Threshold is only $1,500 when you start right now, because I'm still waiting on Apex to approve my payout. I'm over their threshold to where if I take losing trades, it doesn't go against my threshold. But once they pull this money out of the account, then it's going to be affected by that. But you notice just small greens. We just little small base hits, a couple of little small red ones right there, basically flats, a couple of flats here. Anything over like $10, that's almost like 1R when trading. When trading pre-market or after hours, especially only taking one, it's like 5 points right there. 7 o'clock market had kind of opened for retailers. Nice little lick right there. And we take a decent sized loss right there. We lose $15 each on 2 contracts. And then we flip right back around. If you notice, stopped out at 948 going long. I flipped right back around short, hammered in, and pretty much made like $13 a contract across 6 of them. Knocked this losing trade out, got us up over $100 on the day. And until Apex give me my payout, I'm only looking to try to make $100 a day in this account. 10 days. That's $1,000. We'd be right at the area to request another payout. Once they do approve it, I might kick that up a little bit, but solid day. See, we made 117 in the 25K account after commissions, made 2607 in the 250K after commissions. And that's the way we did it. Man, I don't know if y'all just heard that, but that's my Etsy account cha-chinging. That is a good sound. But let's go ahead. Let's bring up the charts real quick. We'll take a look, see what we did over here. I'm gonna bring up the 5-minute real quick. I know this chart got a lot going on, y'all. It has a lot going on. But what I do want to do is come over. If you caught my video from yesterday, Or it may have been Saturday. I'm not sure when I made that video, where I kind of mapped out my levels that I wanted to see. Starting with the hourly, which is this brown line that you see right there. That's an hourly level. And it's a pretty big level. It goes from down here all the way up. So we were at the top area of the hourly chart, closing the market out on July 5th. So I marked that area out. Next level is this big shaded blue level. This was green when I did my video. Changed it to blue to make it a little easier on the eyes. That's a 15-minute up channel. We have a royal blue. That's a 5-minute up channel. That purple, 5-minute down channel. You see this green, this gray line. This was an old intraday level that's been coming into play. So I didn't remove that off of my chart. I left that on there, removed pretty much everything else. And that is pretty much what we were left with Saturday going into Sunday. And I said I would be sitting at the desk Sunday when the market opened because I wanted to take some trades. You saw those trades, little small 1 MNQ trades, just kind of filling the market out. But this is where the market was at Sunday, kind of gapped up a little bit, came up to the top of this 5-minute down channel, came down, pushed back up, dropped back down. I had mentioned the level of 85 needing to be broken in that video. That's that black broken line right there. Came down to it, pushed back up, came back down, pretty much wedged between the down channel and this price level line. I said if it broke 85 and held, next level would be 80. It got down to like 79. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, I said 80. Got down to 79, didn't hold, pushed back up, broke the down channel. We get the retest, and then it just kind of chopped around all yesterday evening into this morning. This is this morning, just kind of riding along this 200 SMA. And then we finally get action around 4 o'clock. And you see I had started an intraday and a 5-minute, and it just kind of worked that level on up to when the market opened, flushed out, kind of snapped back up. And today has been an ugly day for me. It's not the kind of chart I like. Look, it's just up and down, chopping. Can find trades in that, but that's ugly to me. So we'll close that out, and then we'll go ahead and let's come on over, and we're going to look at the 2 trades that we took. Actually, let's go out. Let's see. Not going to really see much on a 1-minute chart though. But what I'll do, I'll go ahead and pull the trade over, and then we have the tick chart right here. So market opened yesterday, 6 o'clock. And wouldn't you know it, it's only going to show where I got out of the trade. It doesn't show where I entered the trade, but that was a small green. You can actually come over here and look and see. Got long right around 590. This thing pushed up 595. What did I say? 5 points, right? 5 points, $10. I had 2 contracts. That was a $20 trade. We'll keep on coming over. I took a short here when this got down below 2,600, thinking that it was going to flush out. Kind of scaled in, and then I got out basically flat. So made money on all of these. And this, it was 2 right there that I basically got out flat on. This does finally go down a little bit, but price action wasn't really there. So I left the market alone. Comes back down, solid black lines, previous day's close. Just kind of trying to use that as support. Lets it go, comes back up. Now you want to see this come up, push back down and break these lows. It doesn't. Gets back above it and it's just kind of chopping around, y'all. That's that 85 level. Tries to break it, gets pushed right back above it. Whips down about, what is that, 9 o'clock? Gets bought right back up, comes back down, gets bought right back up. This is not what I like to see. But then we finally come up, get a pivot, get a higher low from this point, another higher low from that point. Let's see how long this was. Let's see how long that lasted. We'd put the high right there. See how long could have traded that. Finally above VWAP and at 600 again, that 2600 level. Finds resistance, kind of gets rejected back down. Let's keep going, keep going. And if I was sitting at the desk, this is kind of how I would be doing it. I would just be looking for these lower high moves or the higher low moves. And I'd put my line right there. And look at that. We want to see this we want to see this stay in this channel because we want the lows. Tries to get back in it, gets wicked back up. Tries to get back in it, get wicked back up. Closes inside of it. Breaks the low. Buyers just buy it right back up. And that was pretty much all day today. It was just getting bought back up. Now see, this is where it gets ugly because you got this wedge forming. Finally breaks the low. Comes on down. And now look at that. That same trend line that we drew way back there coming into play. Breaks out of it, retest. You can go long right there, but you got to be worried about this level. If it breaks that, you got to be worried about VWAP. So it breaks this level, comes up, you get the retest VWAP. You want to see it break VWAP retest. It doesn't, gets rejected, comes back down, push back down. Comes back down to that channel that we drew. And now you see where I had a 5-minute level that I had started from when I actually started traded. That's where I started it at. I sat down at the desk at about 7 o'clock this morning, 6:50. But there we go. Just kind of chopping on back around, chopping back around. It's like non-tradable for me. This here, because I want to see higher highs, higher lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower highs. This is not it. Right here, you kind of getting some higher lows, but they wicks. It's not it for me. I don't like to see that. So I didn't get up to trade, which I'm kind of glad. 4 o'clock comes in. Again, you got that pivot there. Can start a new down channel right there. You see it was kind of short-lived. It would have broke it. You get the retest and off to the races back higher again. Now we're inside of that 5-minute channel. Price action level at 615 that I had drawn, 20,615. And now you just see it kind of working the 5-minute channel that I had drawn. If you come down to the bottom, down on the 5-minute chart, you can kind of see how I got it established. This pivot, this pivot, this pivot, that was the top. I found the base, that pivot, and that pivot right there. And that was the channel. Let's keep going. We're going to take our first trade at 7 o'clock this morning. Took this trade because we had established an intraday level. I'll back it out so you can see it. Again, remember I said it was just chop. And I'm looking at the let me turn this one off so that it quits kind of being distracting. But not really clean pivots, but I used this pivot here, and this right here hadn't really formed yet. So this pivot, and then for the top, I use this area, that area. Basically, you got 3 points touching right there. I didn't want to use up there because you only get 2 points touching. Put it right here, you only get 1 point touching and then coming through there. But here I got 1, 2, 3 points touching. That should give me expectation over here. So now you see how I drew that. I'll back it out. I set down about 650 or so, mapped those levels out. 7 o'clock came in, the market flushed down. Nice solid flush down. It got bought up and I went long right there. 20,609 entry with my stop gonna be that wick right there. That is a 4-point stop. That's a 4-point stop. And I only bought one contract right there, y'all. Got a nice push up. It breaks this price level of 20,615. And once this thing started working, I put my trail stop and I locked it onto this 20 EMA with a slight offset. So within within Ninja Trader, you can attach your stop to a moving average and then you can offset it a little bit. So it's not right on there. So I offset it a couple of ticks. This thing came down. Look at how nasty that was, y'all. It stopped me out at the bottom. I'm talking about at the bottom of that candle and then off to the races. Nice move, gets up over the 5-minute channel, comes back retested, kind of breaks the high, just actually not even breaking the high of that candle, comes back down, wicks over that candle, back down. But from the exit of 623, this thing went about 13 points. Pre-market, 13 points is not bad. That's why you got to size in accordingly. Again, I'm just taking small size until I can get my payout with Apex. But this comes back down, find support on the intraday now, which is inside of the 5-minute. Pushes back up. This was my target, y'all. My target was previous high of day, had it sitting at 639. So had that not wicked me and stopped me out. But look at all of these, just little wicks coming down. So I would have been stopped out somewheres up in there anyway. But comes over, market opens, flushes out nicely, catches support at the intraday channel and this 615 price action level, pushes back up, and then we just get the ugly chop. Bring this out real quick. Just try to see why I took this trade. Not a good trade. I probably got in this when this candle, because the candle opens here, it pushes up, keeps pushing up. I jump in this candle probably had maybe 30-40 seconds left in it, and then it closes right here. So it does not close inside of the 5-minute channel, which is what I wanted it to do. Pushes back down, I stop out, take the stop. Trying to look at this, stop probably would have been right over here somewhere. So if I played this how I needed to play it, definitely was not going to have my stop all the way down here. But stop out, hammer in. I hammer in on that. Let's bring this over. This is where the where that darn global is good at. Let's look at this on the 100 tick chart though. So I'm long right here. I missed the move. Long here. This comes, it breaks the 100 and 200 SMA. That's why I take my stop and then I hammer in short right here off of the 100 tick chart. This thing flushes out nice. Now I'm trail stopping, comes back up, stops me out. Good stop out. And then it makes the move that I wanted it to make on this side. I was basically what they call front running when this should have closed inside of the 5-minute and then went. Looking over at the tick chart, you get it up, get the pullback, you get it up, you get the pullback. When this breaks this area right here, these two pivots, it's a good long. Off to the races it went. At that point, I was up over $100 and I said that I was done. I said I was done. Took a couple of more trades in the 250K account because that one, I am kind of trying to build it up, not really look for the instant payout. So that's what I'm doing with that particular account. But on that note, y'all, we're going to wrap this one up right at that 20-minute mark. That's pretty good. Trying to stay consistent with that. And as always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comment section. It has quit raining. It was storming, so I had been trapped in the house for a little while. About to get back out in this shop because these Etsy orders don't seem to want to stop, and I'm not complaining. So on that note, I'm up out of here. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Peace.